Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Lisette Campos with your Positively Tampa Bay. Across the nation, folks are marking the start of Hispanic Heritage Month. We're launching our special reports with the story of Patsy Feliciano at the University of South Florida. She's well known as an educator and a community activist, but did you know that she's also a Marielita and proud of it?
My mother had taken my brother's belt and had put it around his leg so that he wouldn't fall overboard.
Patsy Feliciano can describe the Mariel Boat Lift in detail 30 years after it happened. She didn't see it in a movie, didn't read about it in a book. She was there.
It was pitch dark. We were on a boat that was adrift.
Patsy was one of 125,000 Cubans who fled the communist island in 1980. The unprecedented exodus happened from April to October, a sea of humanity arriving on Florida shores in nearly 2,000 boats. Patsy was 13 years old. Her first steps on the boat as vivid as the last.
A very small boat for about 10 people from what the captain said. And of course he's in shock. He sees 30 people are being taken inside his boat. I don't remember if any members of his family were allowed on the boat, but basically that's what the government did. You have to, in order for us to release your family, you have to take this group. The captain had shared with the authorities that everybody knew there was a storm developing in the Gulf of Mexico. But the orders were that we needed to leave then. There's, yes, the sadness that we're leaving Cuba, but here's, an apple, and here are Cheetos, and here are things that I had never seen before. I had never had an apple before. A few hours into the trip, sure enough, we run into this storm. So there's waves, the waves are high, really tall, and now it's dark. Waves punching the boat left and right, and all of a sudden we're wondering, are we going to make it? And then that's when we all start getting sick. I don't remember any conversations. I remember holding on to people. I remember dealing with the fact that I couldn't stop vomiting.
She didn't, even after being rescued by a Coast Guard helicopter and a ship. This Polaroid picture was taken 3 days into that journey. Patsy sitting on the deck of the Vigorous with Coast Guard officer Rocky Mancuso, who took care of her and her family. The officer gave Patsy the picture and his hat when they landed on U.S. soil, Key West.
That's all we came with, a Polaroid picture and a cap. And we started from scratch.
Our nation's first immigrants, the Pilgrims, landed on Plymouth Rock. For Patsy, it was Plymouth Street. In this neighborhood, on this street, Patsy and her family began their life in the U.S.
This is the house?
That's the house. It just brings memories of very happy times, knowing that my family and I were here and that we would be able to do great things if we wanted to.
Want and work she did. Called scum, escoria, in Cuba for being the daughter of a political prisoner, in Tampa, Patsy transformed herself into an honors student, college graduate, and educator. The treasured Polaroid and hat, a reminder of the journey.
I tell students to pursue their dreams, to go to college and get a degree. There are many countries, and I come from one where that's not an option. You don't wake up every day and you think about what choices you have, and we are eternally grateful to this country. I think if there is one sentiment that I know all of us who came through the Mariel share, is the fact that we're very grateful.
In 2006, Patsy was reunited with the Coast Guard officer who rescued her and her family. She surprised Officer Rocky Mancuso at his retirement ceremony in Kentucky. It was on May the 18th, 26 years to the date of the rescue. With this Hispanic Heritage Month special report, I'm Lisette Campos, ABC Action News.